What's up, guys? We're back in the garage for a front sway bar install on the MR2 Spyder. And the reason why I wanted to do this mod in particular is because under hard acceleration I could feel the front end float, and I could also feel it float under hard cornering. So what we're gonna do is get this sway bar installed, and then I'm gonna do some hard acceleration tests, and I'm gonna stare left to right and see if I feel a lot more planted on the front end, and see if these did exactly what I needed them to do. I am going to be installing these on a stiffer setting, so I'm going to be using this inside hole. Let's get the car in the garage and get this swapped out. I already removed most of the plastic off camera, and so now I just need to remove two little plastic clips. There's one, and that's two, and once that's loose we can just pull this whole entire thing out like so. And the last time I was in here I pressure washed the whole thing, so it's nice and clean still. And this is the part that we're going to be changing, the sway bar. So we're going to get the car up on jacks, we're going to pull this out, we're going to compare the two parts, and then we're going to put the new one in and take it out for a test drive. So with everything loose, this is a little bit of a pain to get out still, just because it's in a tight space. But with some wiggling and finagling, you'll see that it'll come loose here in a couple seconds. and there it is, it's free. And so now all I really need to do is get this other leg out from behind some of the other stuff, and there it is. And here is a comparison of the two different sway bars, and like I said, I'm going to be installing it on the stiffer setting, so I'm going to use the second hole up. But as you can see, the aftermarket one is bigger than the OEM, and I'm going to put them closer together so you can get a better idea of just how much bigger it is. You can see I have them lined up just right, and you can still see how the white line sway bar is taller and bigger around than the OEM sway bar. So I'm going to get some lube in the bushings and set these aside for once I have the sway bar installed. And then I'll just slap these on, rotate them around a little bit, and wipe off the excess grease. So I put the sway bar in through the hood opening so that I wouldn't have to worry about wrestling with both legs. And doing that got it closer to where it needed to be. So all I really needed to do was lift them up, kind of push back a little bit like so, and clear this little cross member right here. And then get this leg up into place and hook it up to the there it is. Come on. A little bit of a pain. There it is. And then get it hooked up to the end link. So let me get that nut started and get over to the other side. All right, and same thing over here. Just have to attack it from a different angle so I can kind of catch some of it on camera. But it's just a matter of getting this hole lined up with the end link, getting the nut started, and then torque everything down and take her out for a test drive. And so when you use the outer hole, you'll have a softer setting. The inside hole is going to be a stiffer setting. So I wanted the front to feel as stiff and planted as possible. So what I'm about to do here is just drive the car around a little parking lot. I'm not sure where these cones came from. but I didn't want to mess with them too much, so I just kind of drove around it. But what I did was harder acceleration and turned the steering wheel just to make sure that the front end felt a little bit more planted, which it did. So the sway bars did exactly what I needed them to do. And I also, like when on my way here to this parking lot, I did a lot of changing lanes and stuff just to see if it felt as sharp and it changed lanes as fast as I wanted it to do. And it did. It's partially because I have a really small steering wheel. So, but with the sway bar, the front end definitely feels a lot more planted. So it did exactly what I wanted it and what I needed it to do. All right, guys, so what I'm doing here is just landing the drone on the back of the car. But some of the drone footage was pretty cool. I like how it came out. So if you like the video, leave a like. If you haven't already, if you like the channel, if you want to see more, subscribe, drop a comment. Let me know what you may be interested in seeing. And thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.